Mooch asked Ben McWilliams, our researcher of Game Day Morning, who was helping research in our rehearsal yesterday. He asked, who was the last quarterback who threw pick sixes twice in the last 2 minutes of a half? Ooh. And you could see Kurt holding his breath like, please don't say it's me. Please don't say it's me. Please don't say it's me.
Was it?
It was not.
Oh.
It was Dan Marino.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, in 1997 against Pete Carroll's Patriots.
Jeez. Was that Dan's last year?
No. 99 was his last year.
Wow.
So it's happened. Congratulations, Andy Dalton. You're going to the Hall of Fame, or you might get an Isotonic commercial. I
thought you were going to say it was Schaub or something. You know?
No, literally, that is the guy that I thought it might be, and I even verbalized that last night. So, yeah, happens to the best of them.
Wow.
Happens to the best of them. And Arizona's got 3 wins now. They're
like
3 and 4.
We said yesterday, they're right there now.
They're 3 and 4, and the rest of the division has 3 wins. The Rams are on a bye. They're going to have 3 wins. The Seahawks are in Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. And the Niners, despite acquiring Christian McCaffrey, have a very, very, very full plate this weekend with the Chiefs coming in fresh off of losing to the Bills. One never knows. And there's Arizona sitting at 3 and 4 with a Week 8 game at Minnesota next. Unfortunately for them, Andy Dalton's not walking through that door. The Cardinals have now beaten Andy Dalton 4 times. And Andy Dalton has played for 4 different teams. They beat him as a Bengal, as a Cowboy, as a Bear, and now a Saint.
What a stat.
Yes. These are all facts. And so they look better with DeAndre Hopkins.
Wow.
The other question is, though, who else is it going to be? And what is going on with the coach and the quarterback, and where the quarterback feels compelled to just basically tell him, shut the F up, calm the F down.
Pretty much. He's told him the STA, F you pretty much.
This was Kliff Kingsbury after the game on this very subject matter of what happened there.
I mean, that was just one of those things on the field. We had a difference of opinion. Yeah, he said I didn't look good on TV, acting that fiery. So he said, I don't know, this is a Gen Z thing. You're on TV, so calm down. Like, I like showing emotion.
Look, when I have a producer in my ear, and I'm not talking about you, Hoskins, and I'm not talking about anybody currently at NFL Network. When you have somebody in your ear, when you're hosting a show, you do not need emotion. You do not need somebody telling you, hurry up, do this thing, hurry, get to break. You don't need somebody who's putting in your head a sense of, I guess the word for it, and I'm sure neither Kingsbury nor Murray would use it. Tsuris is the word. It's a Yiddish word that means a lot of angst.
White knuckle.
Big word alert.
It's not a big word.
I've never heard that.
It's a very Yiddish word, which I don't believe they're using it, but that's the word. Like, it's a lot of angst. I don't need that. I don't need the angst. Right. We used to have a producer, Stuart and I've said it before, I'll say it again here on SportsCenter. Whenever we would go long, and we knew we were going a little long, and putting the producer in a bind because he'd have to, cut highlights, and people are working their asses off to cut those highlights, and he'd have to kill them from the rundown, and we would go on a little bit longer. And the first thing we would hear during the commercial break is the producer getting on our ear and went like this. We got a problem. We got a problem. And he would use the F word. We got an effing problem. And, okay. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I got to do some math, okay? Like, that's the first thing we would hear.
Are you on air when this is going on?
No,
okay.
We're in the commercial break.
Okay.
And it's just like we, as a host, you need the voice in your ear to act like it might be the perfect storm type of a tidal wave hitting, but it's just the ocean is like as smooth as glass. That's what you want to hear. And if Kingsbury is, given that in Murray's ear, I can understand him telling him to calm the F down. I hear you.
There's a
Nicely
button that
done.
says Rich. I wasn't sure if
That
it ever
works.
worked.
I heard you.
There you go.
I heard you. I heard you. He just says, "Does this button work?" That's what he just
It
said
says
to me
Rich.
in my
I've
ear.
always wondered.
So I can understand Kyler telling Kliff Kingsbury that. I'm not the quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins was asked about it. I've got the quote right here, and it's a great quote.
By the way, D-Hop looked good last night, huh?
Of course he did. 10 catches, 103 yards. You ready for this? This is a great quote from DeAndre Hopkins about Kliff and Kyler. Quote, "I'm not married, but from what I hear, that's like a marriage." End quote.
That is, yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
Well done, D-Hop.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Well done.
That's awesome.
Well done.
What I hear.
So, I mean, Robbie Anderson, he was there. They went up top to him once.
Yeah,
Rondell Moore can do it.
Rondell Moore should have been.
Hey, man, Eno Benjamin's good. And so if James Conner comes back, right, Isaiah Simmons had a pick 6. A kid, Zach Allen, up front with J.J. Watt, who, bless him. Thank goodness he's healthy through 7 weeks now. Mm-hmm. We'll see. That NFC West is wide open. Wide open.
Just think about it. What if Chiefs go in, take care of business, beat San Francisco?
They're 3-4.
No McCaffrey.
Right.
Now they're 3-4,
Yes.
right? Seattle is coming down here to L.A. Chargers do their thing, take care of business. Now Seattle's 3-4. Suddenly everyone's 3-4, and the Rams, bye week, 3-3, first place.
That's correct. Facts.
Very probable, right?
Sure. I think you've just said something that is.
And now the Rams, bam, right back in the
I know
mix.
as we're about to play What's More Likely.
Cardinals, right back in the
that
mix.
sounds somewhat likely. And then the Rams, let's see, they come off their bye. Oh, baby. San Francisco comes in.
Hey.
Christian McCaffrey's first start against the team that tried to acquire him and couldn't and didn't. Oh, man. Yeah. And by the way, that's the last team McCaffrey has faced on the road. He's back in SoFi. Here you go.
Here we go.
So if the 49ers send a receiver off because he's argued with the receivers coach, now we know it's a McCaffrey thing. It's not a Robbie Anderson thing. If it happens to his team when they go back to SoFi. Oh, baby. Oh, that's week 8, though.